Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Geared Toward Gear. My name's Sean, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're doing a channel update. These are a thing, apparently. I've seen a number of them over the years. I've never done a channel update, but I wanted to share a few things with you, some news and some unboxings. We're going to open 7 knives, so I'm not going to make this boring and just talk to you throughout this video. I'm going to open all of these knives, which I have not opened yet. So I guess I'll start by saying I have a giveaway coming up in the future. I don't know exactly when. I've mentioned it a couple times, and I kept calling it the 500 subscriber giveaway because at the time when I filmed those videos, I was at like 4 or something. I think I'm at like 600 maybe. Whatever. The point is, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm just going to start calling it the giveaway. It'll be the 6, 7, whatever 100. It'll be a giveaway in the next several weeks. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to give away. Flashlights, knives. I'm looking behind me at my pile. I don't want to give it all away. Well, I want to give it all away, but I don't want to spoil the surprise, I should say. But there's a lot of stuff to be given away, and I'm going to try to add to that pile of giveaway items before I do the giveaway. Probably have 3 winners, I would guess. And as we're talking, I'm going to go ahead and open a knife. I got all of these within 2 days, so I got them either today or yesterday and have put off opening them until this video. So I'll start with the Victorinox. Picked this up from KnifeCenter.com. It was an exclusive to them, I guess, this color anyway. It's the Pioneer X. And I'm noticing right now that it looks like it's got the Knife Center logo on it, which I guess is kind of interesting. Wasn't expecting that. So the Pioneer X, as a matter of fact, if you watched Big Red EDC's reply to my Show Me Your Sack challenge, this is the sack that he showed, although his was way cooler. It was way custom and just kick-ass. But the reason I bought this, I've been looking at them for a while, is that it's essentially, I mean, it's a Pioneer, obviously. So it's got your main blade, your Phillips large and small, can opener, bottle opener, and your awl. But it also has a pair of full-size scissors, which for me was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. Is that the right way of using that phrase? I'm not sure. I love Victorinox scissors more than I can tell you. My perfect multi-tool from Victorinox would be this tool minus the awl and both the drivers. If I could have a full-size Alox tool with one full-size blade and one full-size set of scissors, that to me would be the cat's pajamas. Not that I don't use these things, because I do occasionally, but if I had a nice thin package with just a blade and a pair of scissors, man, I'd be happy. But I do like the Pioneer X. The awl that they do on these is actually a very, very effective design. So I do like that quite a bit. So there it is, the Victorinox Pioneer X. So I finally have a full-size set of Victorinox scissors that I couldn't be more happy about. And I've got a leather pocket slip coming from a Instagram, someone I found on Instagram who happens to also be a follower or a subscriber to this channel. I ordered a pocket slip from them. And I'm going to be probably carrying this in that pocket slip. So there's the Victorinox Pioneer X. And I may do full reviews on a lot of these knives. I probably will on most of them. So I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I wanted to share some cool stuff in the meantime. So that giveaway, as I mentioned, will happen probably in the next few weeks from the time this video posts. And it should be a good time. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff given away. In addition, some other upcoming content. I've got, obviously, these knives to review. And these are all, I guess, maybe a little more on the high end. But don't worry, budget knives are still kind of where it's at for me. And I'll definitely be doing a lot more budget knife reviews and overviews. So don't let this kind of dissuade you. It's not going to be all expensive stuff necessarily. I'll definitely be still reviewing the budget stuff, the Ganzos, and some of the cheaper stuff. So that's not going away. I also have some medical videos planned, as well as some new flashlights that are coming in from some manufacturers that have sent them to me but I've made sure to get extras for you guys to add to that giveaway. or at the very least a discount code. So generally speaking, if a company contacts me and says, hey, will you take a look at this? If it looks interesting, I'll say yes, only if you'll send me some that I can give away to my subscribers, or at least a discount code. I don't just want one free flashlight for myself, because that's no fun for you. I want extras to give away or discount codes. So I got some more flashlight reviews coming on some new flashlights that will also be given away and or involve discount codes. So let's move on to this Spyderco. This is a Manix 2. It's just a model that I've never owned and have wanted for a while. And I got a pretty good price on Amazon, actually, for the Manix 2. This is the lightweight version. And this is the version that comes in BDL steel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. BD1, I'm sorry. BD1 steel. They do make these in a number of different blade steels, but this was the one that kind of fit my budget, and I really like that translucent kind of FRN handle. So the Manix 2 is a knife that I've always wanted to own and just never have, and it's a great size. So that's the Manix 2. And these go for right around $100 for this variation with this blade steel, and they go up to like 170 or 180, but I thought this was plenty for me. And so that's the Manix 2 lightweight. So you'll see a full review on that at some point in the future. So over here on the right, we've got two Lion Steels, and I actually just used my Lion Steel, which I've done a review on, to open the Spyderco box, but I got two more. And these were just released, and I'm really excited about them. I have not opened these boxes. It's been killing me because I've had them for like 24 hours. So the first one is in bronze bolster with carbon fiber scales, and it's a different blade shape than the Spearjack that I previously reviewed. Oh man, okay. This looks amazing. So this is the what they call the Shuffler. So this is the Lion Steel CK edition or CK exclusive Shuffler. So they call it the Clipjack. So it's a clip point blade as opposed to the round head Spearjack. And I'm digging that clip point so much. Sexy blade shape, same M390 steel, a bronze titanium bolster, and carbon fiber on the scales. And that carbon fiber looks super nice. Fit and finish looks amazing, just like the other ones. I will be playing with this much more after the video, but I went ahead and grabbed that one from CK Knives when they released a couple days ago. And I couldn't help myself, and so I bought a second one. And the only difference is the color of the bolster. So this one's going to have a titanium bolster that's been done in this blue color. It's also a Shuffler Clipjack, so same blade shape, same blade steel. It's identical in every way, just a different colored bolster. And that blue, in contrast with that carbon fiber, that's a good looking blade right there. So that's the two new Lion Steels that I've added to my collection. This one, I think, in my initial video I mentioned, goes for about $120. These go for $140. Just the added cost, I think, of obviously the carbon fiber, then also the treatment that they have to do on the titanium. So a couple new Lion Steel CK01 series knives. I'll go ahead and bring that Manix 2 back in here just so we can stare at it for a little while. I'm gonna put it this way because I love these kind of paperclip style pocket clips from Spyderco. So there's the Manix 2. We got the Victorinox. And let's see what we got from Benchmade. So I'm not going to show you the label. I'm going to surprise you. We'll use one of our new knives here to open it. And I don't even know which one this is because I'm not looking at the label. So we'll find out together. This one is the 940. So I've never owned a 940. I've handled plenty of them, but I just wanted one, and so I bought one. This is the 940-2, I believe. Yeah, the 940-2. So it's got the G10 handle scales. There's a lot of different variants of this. I think the original was aluminum, and there's a lot of different options with this knife. This one I think goes for around 150 to 170. It's got S30V steel. It's the Osborne design, obviously, and I like it. Again, I've handled a few of these. It's got green barrel spacers, which give it a nice little contrast there. So a Benchmade 940, my first one. And yeah, so again, I'll play with this more, but it feels right. It just feels right in my hand. I like that kind of reverse Tonto blade shape. On this knife, it looks really attractive. So my first Benchmade 940, so excited about that. We'll do a full review in the future at some point. Again, I'm not going to inundate you with, you know, more expensive knife reviews one after the other, but I will do full reviews probably on most, if not all of these. So that's the 940. Let's use the 940 and open this one. If I can find the opening spot here. Let's cut that open. Figure out which one this is. I don't want to spoil it for myself or for you guys, so I'm going to open it kind of upside down. So dump it out there. This one is the Proper. So this is Benchmade slip joint. This is in their brown micarta. I'm kind of on a slip joint kick lately. I went with the sheep's foot blade, which is damn attractive if you ask me. So it's kind of a departure from the others that we see here as far as slip joints are concerned. So we got a couple of clip points, the spear point, and then this sheep's foot is just really, really attractive. Love it. Love the nail nick, the way it's elongated, just like it is on the Lion Steels. The handle scales are super thin. I mean, just super thin. It's the first time I've handled one, and I like it. First impressions are good. This is S30V steel as well, and these go for about 119, I believe, 120. Centering's pretty good. Got a half stop. Damn comfortable knife, and I'm just digging slip joints these days, so there's a Benchmade Proper. We've got the 940. We've got the Victorinox, and we've got another Benchmade here. Let's use the Proper to open this one. Flip it over so I don't give it away. Actually, I know what this is because there's only one left. And this one may surprise you. I think this one might surprise you, actually. A very common model, but you may be surprised that I bought this. So this is another Benchmade Bug Out. And I know what you're thinking. Sean, you did a video on your Benchmade Bug Out not too long ago, and you said you liked it, but that it wasn't God's gift to EDC, that it was a little overpriced, you didn't like the feel of the scales. And what I will tell you, and let me get the other Bug Out, it's right here. After carrying this for a while, I will tell you that my opinions have changed quite a bit. Specifically, the fact that this feel, when you do this with your fingernail, feels cheap, sounds cheap, but I have not done that since I did the review, right? I open it, I use it, I close it. That's how I use the knife. And so, although it still does feel a little cheap to me, and I probably will do aftermarket scales, I did want to get another one. And just after looking at enough photos, and I'm not a coated blade kind of guy. You guys know that probably at this point. This blade coating, kind of the gray finish, just, I don't know. I really started to enjoy it. And the handle scales, even the color just from the factory, I really like. I also like that it has a gold thumb stud and gold barrel spacers as opposed to the blue. So a good contrast to the blue version that I already had. So another Benchmade Bug Out, and first impressions are the same, you know, as this one. Wish the handle scales from the factory were a little nicer, maybe some G10 or some micarta, but I can rectify that with some aftermarket scales if I decide to, or I may just leave it. I mean, the scales, they're not as bad as I thought they would be long-term when I initially reviewed the knife, so I may just leave the scales the way they are. I think I may still dye the scales on the blue one and make them purple. Yeah, I got another Bug Out, so that may be a surprise to you, maybe not. Let me get this stuff a little more in frame for you. So these are the knives that I bought over the last couple days, and it's a lot, and I spent more than I intended to necessarily, but these are just knives that were kind of on my list, ones that I wanted to review at some point. So they will all get full reviews, but not back to back. I'm going to space these things out quite a bit. and I'll pepper in my budget knives, my medical stuff, the giveaway, flashlights, all the stuff that you typically see here. I just want to give you something to look at as I kind of give this channel update. So stay tuned for more knife reviews, more flashlight reviews, discount codes, giveaways, a lot of cool stuff happening. I will also mention this, and this is really actually quite cool, and I'm not going to specify the details just yet, but I was invited by a few other people on YouTube to join a pass around group. And essentially what that means is one person buys a knife or a company donates a knife, and a group of people on YouTube pass it around. They send it to each other so that they can review it on their channel. And what that allows us to do is review more products without spending so much money, right? So like I bought everything on this table with my own money. It was kind of pricey, to say the least. So to be in a pass around group like that, I can get my hands on more knives that are going to be interesting for you guys, that I don't have to buy necessarily. Even if it's a knife that I wouldn't necessarily buy for myself, I'll be able to get my hands on it, use it, test it, review it, and share it with you. So it's just more content for you guys to be a part of one of these pass around groups. And so I was invited, and I'm grateful for that, to have been invited to this particular pass around group. So maybe I'll give you some more details once things kind of pan out, but just a lot more content coming, some fun stuff. And again, this giveaway is going to be legit, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching as always, and I'll talk to you very soon.